Hey guys, welcome to the I Am the Possible podcast experience, the place where possibilities become perspective. Guys, welcome once again into this space and into this place and into this experience. Guys, I am your host, Treveal, C.W. Lynch, and I am here to give perspectives on life that give life to what is possible in life. Today, I'm going to be speaking to those of you who feel like there is something holding you back. There's something preventing your progress. You can't quite identify it. You can't quite put a name on it. You don't really know what's going on, but you feel resistance. There's something that you want to do. There's something that you want to pursue. There's something that you've had your eye on for quite some time. There's some sort of change or shift or improvement, a changing of situations or conditions, or there's something new that you desire to experience, but there is something that you just can't quite put your finger on, but it's like holding you back. It's like keeping you captive from realizing your dreams, realizing the progress that you so desperately desire. If that's you, today's episode is for you. And by the end of today's episode, I'm going to be giving you a simple 3-step strategy that's going to help you to move forward like you've never moved forward before. Today, guys, I want to talk about the power that you have. Specifically, the power of your perspective. Wherever you are, if you're listening, if you're watching, I want you to say this with me. Perspective is power. Perspective is power. One more time. Perspective is power. It's your power. It's my power. It's the God-given gift of our innate, intrinsic, built in, already there, already present, don't got to go looking for it, ability to move that resistance out of our way. And here's how we do it. The first thing is I want to bring your awareness to the fact that by definition, power is simply this: the ability to move something from one place to another. This morning, I worked out at the gym, and I have the physical capacity, aka the power, to move 100-pound dumbbell off of the rack and a full extension's length of my arm. Now, I don't know how long my arms are, but I can bring that 100-pound barbell down to my chest and I can extend it fully. And I have the power to move that weight from my chest to a full extension hundreds of times. I've got that capacity and I've got that power. It's simply being able to move something from one place to another. And it's also not just physical, but it's also social. For example, if you have a job, your HR department has the power to fire you, the power to hire you. They're moving you into or out of a position. The same is true with us. We have the power to move the mountains of life out of our way. And I can't wait to share this with you because it's a little twist to it that's going to really open up some revelations for you. That's going to help you to see things in a way that you've perhaps never seen it before. But I wanted to first bring your awareness to what power is. Secondly, I want to bring your awareness to what a perspective is. Simply put, it's how you look at a thing. Perception, slightly different. Sometimes these words are used interchangeably, but they're slightly different. Perception is how you look into a thing. It's your understanding. Whether it's right or wrong, it's your understanding of a thing, but your perspective, that's how you look at a thing. For example, I've got my cup of coffee here for those of you who are watching on the tube. And if you're watching on the tube, let me just take a quick moment to say, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe, please like, please comment, and please ask any questions right below the video. And I would love to respond to you in public so that others might benefit from our dialogue. Okay, so back to the subject. A perspective is how you look at a thing. I'm sure you've heard this before. Someone shows a picture or they have a physical glass of water and they ask two people, hey, what is that? Half empty, half full? That person says half empty. They ask the other person, is it half empty, half full? The other person says half full. So one person says half empty, another person says half full. Who's right? They're both right. That's the tricky thing about perspective. However you see it, it's going to be right for you. It's your perspective. That's why some people are moving forward in the same area that has you stuck because of their perspective about the same challenges, the same issues, the same mountains. So today we're going to be diving into this whole thing about power and this whole thing about perspective. I want to give you another quick analogy before I get right into this 3-step process. I don't want to stretch this thing out longer than it needs to be. I'm sure many of you have either driven as a passenger in a car, or you're the driver in a car, or you could be on a public transit, a bus, a train. And at some point in your travels, what do you come up against? A traffic light. And what happens at that traffic light? Decisions are made. Yeah. If it's red, what happens? Come on, tell me. Come on, talk back to me. If it's red, what do? You stop. If it's yellow, what do? You slow down. But if it's green, what do? You proceed. I want you to know that perspective works the same way. Depending on your perspective, it's going to signify this traffic light. And it's going to give you, not everyone else, just you, a red light, a yellow light, or a green light. Some of you have slowed down in life. You're taking less chances, less risks. You're very cautious. You're unsure. You're not stable. You're not sturdy. You're not firm in many areas in your life. And that's preventing you from carrying such a conviction to move with a great deal of confidence. But some of you, you're at a complete red light. You've completely came to a full halt, a full stop, and there's no progress happening in that particular area that you want to see happening so desperately. And the reason why is because your perspective is telling you you can't proceed. There's something you're missing, something you're lacking, something you don't have, something, someone's holding you hostage. Some situation is holding you hostage. Something's going on in your life. Maybe it's someone else's fault. Maybe it's your fault, whosever fault it is, but something is preventing you from moving forward. You fill in the blank, you name it, you frame it. It's your context. But you have the ability through your perspective, which is your power, to turn that red light green in any area of your life. Now, for my Christian audience, side note, if God is telling you no, and you really believe that God is telling you no, then it's a no. It's a red light. I'm speaking to those of you who are Christian and non-Christian, and God ain't got nothing to do with this one. You ain't got no conviction that it's God, and you're not playing churchy games. Like, you're not even doing the whole I'm putting it off on God and I'm waiting on God to show up and show out. Like, you're not even caught up in that mess. You know This is not a God thing or a devil thing or a faith thing. This is just, man, this is neither good or bad. It's just something that I really want to see happen in my life. It's an area that I just really want to move forward with in my life. And I know I'm just not moving forward. If you can be that real, if you can be that authentic, if you can be that genuine, then I got a solution for you. And here it is. Here's my 3-step process. Number 1, I want you to reclaim. They're all going to be something, right? You know how it is. The number 1 step, reclaim. Reclaim what? Reclaim your power. Reclaim the fact that you have a perspective. Reclaim the fact that you can name anything. You can reframe anything. And I'm already starting to get into the different steps, but you've got this power. You've got this ability. And how do you know? What's the evidence that you already got it? It's because you've already been doing it. You're giving yourself the red light. It's already there. It's already proven. Now we just need to tweak it consciously. And here's how we do it. Take this situation in your life that you've been giving yourself a red light on. I'm not able to move forward in this area because of this. That's your current, present perspective. And you are giving power to that perspective, that red light, right? That red light has the power to tell you to not move forward. That's what it's doing. It's preventing you from moving forward. So number 1, reclaim the fact that you've got this power, like you possess it. God gave it to you. It's a level of awareness. It's a level of ownership. It's a level of responsibility. And I'm not trying to give you another responsibility. It's one that you're already utilizing. It's one that's already working in your life. Now you're just going to learn to use it for your good. So that's step number 1. Acknowledge it. Become aware of it. Own it, as we say. I've got this thing called perspective, and this thing called perspective has the power to tell me to stop or to go. And I have the God-given gift, the ability to change my perspective. That's step number 1, ownership. Now that you got that, number 2, I want you to reframe it. Okay? Reframe it. You know how we talk about frameworks a lot. If you've been listening to me for a while, or if this is your first time listening to me, I'm not going to go deep into it, but within our minds, our hearts, we have a frame, just like a picture frame. I don't have one around me, or I would show it to you, but we have a picture frame. And within that picture frame, let's say you have a typical photo frame, right? 8x10. Within that 8x10, you can only fit so much within that frame. And whatever within that frame is what you see. Does that mean that there's not other things, elements of that picture that are hidden behind the border around that frame? No. I could write a name on the top of that picture. I could write little scribbly lines on the edge of that picture. But when I put it into the frame, the border of the frame covers it up. You can only see what's within the framework. So with your perspective, you're going to reframe it. In other words, it is you consciously expanding your borders, height, width. You're going to get a larger view of things. And that's when I talked about it being a little tricky, because this is the image that I want to give you, right? This is the one that I thought God dropped in my spirit the other day, right? Pretty cool. Let's say, because many times when we have these issues, these things that are preventing us from moving forward, it feels like a mountain, a big mountain standing in front of us. Now, if you can imagine having a mountain right in front of you, right? This is my mountain right in front of me. So this mountain, when I'm standing at the foot of a mountain, imagine if I were to look up, I cannot see over that mountain. It's too high. If I was to look to the left, I cannot see around that mountain. If I look to the right, I can't see around that mountain. And below is nothing but ground. So you certainly can't see your way under it. And some of you are feeling that way. You're feeling like you're right up against it. You know how we even say it sometimes, man, I'm up against it. You're right up on that mountain. You're so close to the mountain and that you can't see around it. You can't see over it. You can't see under it. You're right up on it. You're so close. But it's your perspective that's really getting in the way. Because right now you feel like there's no way that you can advance. You don't feel like there's any way that you can get through this thing. You don't feel like there's any way that you're ever going to see progress. You've pushed this mountain. You've tried to pray this mountain away. You've tried to call in the bulldozers, and just nothing is happening. This thing is just in your way. And it's zapping all of your energy and your strength, and you feel like giving up. Well, when you reframe something, it's like you ever see one of those videos, and if you haven't, I suggest that you do. You can look it up on YouTube. You can Google it, but like an air view, like one of those drones. You can type in drone view of the world or a satellite view of the world. When you're close up on something, you're like blinded by its enormity. But the more you pull back and you get a larger frame of reference, the more you can see, yeah, that mountain is there, but there's a way over it. There's a way around it. And heck, there's even a way for me to go the other way and kind of go underneath it. It's enlarging your framework. It's enlarging your borders. It's zooming out. And there's so many different ways that I can teach you to zoom out that I've discovered and that I'm practicing. But today I'm going to give you a simple one that you can begin to practice today, immediately, and begin to zoom out. Because it's not that you can't get around it. It's just that you can't see, AKA your perspective. You can't see your way around it until now. So how do we reframe it? We ask ourselves a question. The power of questions. If you guys have been listening to me long, or if this is your first time, let me remind some and introduce this amazing concept to others. Have you ever looked at the word question and really broke it down? Quest I on, or the way I like to say it, the quest I'm on, is literally in the breakdown of the word question. Quest I on. The mind is hardwired in such a way that when you ask yourself a question, it goes to look for the answer. That's how the mind works. Ask a question, the mind gives an answer. It always does, either immediately or with a delay, but it will always go and seek, secure, and return to you an answer. So the better questions you ask, the better questions you ask, the better answers you receive. So now you're going to leverage your ability to ask questions mixed with your leveraging of the mind and the way that the mind is already hardwired to serve you and work for you. And you're going to begin to ask questions like this. Okay, number one, how can I see this in a way that it's going to work out for me? That's a question. Whatever that situation is for you, you're up against it, ask it a question. How can I see this? You fill in the blank in a way that it works for me. It's working for my good. It's going to work out for me. How can I see this in that type of way? Another question could be, how can I see myself past this barricade, this boundary, this thing that's blocking me? How can I see my way? How can I see my way past it? Maybe you've asked yourself those kinds of questions before, but you didn't do it with confidence. You didn't do it with insight. You didn't do it with any belief. You didn't do it with any faith. You didn't do it with any conviction. You didn't do it with any of this awareness. It's something funny about asking questions with a certain energy. I could ask the question, man, how am I going to ever get out of this situation? But I'm asking it like I'm like pissed off. I'm like, in my heart of hearts, I'm like already defeated. I'm like already done. I'm just saying it out of frustration. I'm not really looking for an answer. I'm not even really searching for an answer. I'm certainly not waiting for my mind to give me this brilliant answer. I'm saying it out of frustration. That's very, very different from asking a quality question, similar to the same one, but you're asking it now with the awareness of, number one, I've reclaimed my power. I know that the only thing that's holding me back is my perspective, the way I see this thing. Is it half empty? Is it half full? I know I have the ability to move forward. So, okay, so I've reclaimed my power. So number one, you're working with a power energy now, a power perspective now. And then number two, you understand that you're doing something now consciously to increase your world view of these things. You're increasing your view of life itself, of this issue, of this problem, of yourself, of God, of others. You're increasing your view. You're reframing it. You're zooming out. Now you're doing it with this level of like, I'm practicing something. I'm putting something to work in my life. This is for my, like, this is going to work for me. You're bringing a whole new energy, a whole new vibe to these questions. And so you're asking yourself the question, how do I get beyond this? What's the best way to move forward? How can I move forward even though I've previously thought that I couldn't? Mind, give me three effective ways to move forward in this situation. It's amazing what your mind will give you. And for some of us, it will be through dreams. It will be through waking up at 2 a.m. with the idea. So I do want to plug this. Patience. Be patient. You've been waiting at the red light anyway. Be patient. Ask the question and then forget about it, man. Set it and forget it. Ask the question and then go on about your day. You know how you're like in the shower and that's when those brilliant ideas come to you? It's because you've let it go. You ain't thinking about it. You ain't stressing about it. You ain't working hard. The mind don't need for you to sit there and, okay, give me the answer. Okay, give me the answer. Okay, give me the answer. No, the mind is like, man, ask it. Trust me. This is what I do, baby. This is what I do, baby. Move on. Go ahead to work. Go on about your day. Go on. I'll take care of this. This is what the mind is saying to us. So ask it, set it and forget it. You're reframing it. And then the last one, I want you to rename it. I want you to rename it. Rename it anything that works for you. Rename it immediately. Before you get the answer, just rename it. This is an opportunity for me to grow in my capacity to overcome obstacles in my life. That's a great rename right there. This is a great opportunity for me to build the capacity to get beyond challenges in my life. You just renamed it. Because for some of us, our self-talk, that dialogue, what we've named it previously or currently is, see, here we go again. See, my life sucks. See, stuff keeps happening to me. See, it just keeps piling on. See, man, God, where are you? See, man, this faith stuff ain't working out. See, man, people always trying to do me in. See, man, this walk with God is some crap. Whatever it is, what's ever coming up. That was the old language. That was the old, your language is your life. Your language is your life. Your life is being led by your language. Change your language. Change your life. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. Okay. So those are the 3 steps. We're going to reclaim our power. Yeah. You're going to reframe that situation in your life. And then you're going to rename that situation in your life. Watch how your mood switches. Watch how your outlook switches. Watch how just your walk and your talk switches, right? How everything starts to kind of line up a little better for you. You kind of walk with a different swag. You kind of chest poked out, shoulders square. You know, you kind of feel like, yeah, man. And I promise you, you keep doing this over and over and over. It comes with reps. Anything that you want to do great, even good, comes through reps, right? I coach a lot of people. They want to build confidence in themselves. I say confidence is trust, and trust comes through what? Through reps, repetition, right? If someone keeps showing up for you, you build trust, aka confidence in that person's character. They keep letting you down. What do? You start observing, hey, this person keeps letting me down. Through the repetitions of them letting you down, you grow to trust or have confidence that they're not people that you can really count on and depend on. Either way, you can have confidence in something that's positive or confidence in something that's negative. But a lot of my clients who want to build confidence within themselves, the first thing that I teach them is you don't trust yourself. If you don't have confidence in you, it's because you don't trust yourself. Well, how do you begin to trust yourself? You start small and you begin with reps. Earlier, I talked about being at the gym. Today, I can bench press whatever and whatever. But when I first started, I couldn't bench press 20 years ago what I could bench press today. It came through reps and the tearing down of my muscles and the rebuilding of my muscles. The same is true with our perspectives. We have a certain level of power, a certain capacity of power. The more we train ourselves, we train our minds to ask these questions, to reclaim, right? To reframe, to rename. The more we do this, the more it becomes habitual. It becomes a habit, right? They say hard habits are hard to break. Bad habits, right? They say bad habits, if I can say it, bad habits are hard to break. Well, yeah, true. But you know what else? Good habits are too. Good habits are hard to break as well because they're habits. They've been trained, right? They've been trained. So I hope and pray that this has been an encouragement to you, man. That's it, man. I just wanted to come alongside and meet somebody where they were because I've been there and done that, man. And I'm certainly not, out of it through. Like, we're on this journey. We're just at different ages and stages on the journey, right? But I'm in this thing with you, man. There's areas of my life where I need to practice this more, right? We're all in this thing together. I'm no better than you or greater than you. I may be further along in certain areas and you are further along than me in certain areas. We're equal, man. I just want to show up for you in this way because this is my passion. This is this is life for me. This gives me life, right? So I hope and pray that you guys have been blessed by this episode. I always do encourage you guys to please share. If someone that you know, loved ones, co-worker, friends, family, whoever it is that may benefit from this episode, please let them know. Send them the link, share. Hey, I heard this episode and maybe you need to check this podcast out too. Please do that for me. That'll really help me and bless the work that I'm doing here in the world. The contribution that I'm looking to make in the world. So you can partner with me in that way. Another way that you can partner with me and help me out is, again, on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and ask questions as often as you like. I will reply to all of them. If you have any questions directly that you want to send to me, please send them to iamthepossible.com. There's a contact page on my website where you can just enter in questions and I'll follow up with you directly. iamthepossible.com. And lastly, man, if you are in need of a coach, I am a professional life coach. And, I really specialize in helping people who struggle with seeing themselves as the person that can pursue the things that they desire, right? Self-doubt, procrastination, perfectionism, people pleasing, some of those things that we kind of call ourselves sometimes. But anyone that just has an image and some sort of idea about themselves that's preventing you from moving forward, you just feel like you just don't have the confidence to create the life that you desire. That's my area of expertise. And so I want to come alongside you. I want to support you and serve you in that way. So if you're looking for a coach, please click the link below. Let's get on a free discovery call. Let's have a conversation and see if we're a good fit for each other. All right. I would love to serve you in that way. But that's it, man. That's it for today. Love you guys, praying for you guys, and always believing in you guys. This is Treveal C.W. Lynch, and this is the I Am the Possible podcast experience, the place where possibilities become perspective.